Yes, I am in. Things in my inventory, that looks different. There are things around the server that looks different from when I last was live. Does that matter? No. There's also no VTuber, because I don't want to set that up. I want to actually function while I do this. Me opening up the server. Grateful, half 2/3 moon shines above me with it. And I'm thinking, yes, I'll continue building. Mooney wanted a tree house, and I, the gracious ego, will happily get just that done. But a thing has been brought to my attention. Mooney preferred there to be multiple buildings in their tree, which means I need to make the tree bigger, which will totally not go wrong at all. I can be trusted with trees. I mean, surely enough, we've done this one. This tree is maybe okay to the average person. Sure. So of course, I'll accept the challenge to try and make a bigger tree. Because I don't know how big they actually want their things to be, and how big the building parts need to be. But I do not mind trying my best. Do we just have to build higher? Because I have no idea what wood to use. We're gonna need moss. Sucks about moss, finding an area to get said moss. So yes, I had great plans figured out. It would be me if my great plans went well. But now this is me right now, with my plans not going well. Alright, so to begin with, I thought I could just easily do this. Cue many hours of me trying to build my own stuff. So mid-editing ego right now. Quick credit to the Golden Dragon, which is what I used to make the stone farm. I'll probably make a something yap right after this. I don't know why that cut was so aggressive. I'm struggling. So once I watched that and considered myself an absolute expert, I was thinking, why can't I go ahead and make my own moss farm? I'm doing it. It's being stone. It's reharvesting itself. So I need to find a way to make it get rid of the end right afterwards, so that way it can keep pushing and make more moss. So just to quickly have it known, majority of this recording, or at least me getting to the conclusion of what I did at the end of my moss machine, was done through Snapchat videos that I was sending someone in my efforts to make something, thinking I was doing something, and then I went, I could make a video out of that. But I didn't actually record through the screen itself so the rest of a good few more clips are gonna be in this format. So much for saying I'm not gonna be doing the friggin' VTuber thing. Alright, so I covered the entire floor. Under the hoppers are chests. So when this reaches the very end and then it becomes moss, and therefore it doesn't see it as stone and it keeps pushing, it'll break the moss to make more stone. So that moss should hopefully fall into the hoppers and can be collected, unless it all goes above, in which I need to make a roof. I never reconnected the redstone. And so, by the end of that, you can also see I kind of removed the roof part. I figured that just was not helping at all. Also, if you see funky stuff like this, Cat SMP is indeed a modded server, and so there's lots of things in this that are related to the mod. This redstone contraption is purely vanilla because I don't trust myself to understand anything else that's going on in this game. But it still seemed to be above my level. I would like to quickly explain the add-ons that I made to this, so all you redstone experts can cry and sob as you realize what I've done. I just now realized with the zoom thing, I can use this to zoom in more. Well, okay. So what I've got going on here is adding copper blocks where there's redstone. I mean, the copper, it doesn't matter that it's copper, it's just so I can see the individual blocks. If I need to count things, I can do that to keep it even. Anyways, so I put observers where when the stone is pushed out to here, It'll set off a redstone signal that'll connect to this, moss goes out, whatever. And under here, that moss should come out and go into here. What has happened to it before I added the roof, when this becomes moss, the stone keeps pushing and starts destroying the moss, which I think worked as a positive in a way, which means that that moss can be collected. Now, the next question is, how do I make sure the moss goes down? Because it keeps going on top of the stone, and I could not figure a way out to get it to not do that. So the rest of this, since I now realize that I can make content out of my own suffering and failures, out of the pure tears of redstone understanders that are not me, we're gonna try and figure this out. And when I make discoveries, you'll learn about it. And by that, I mean you're gonna watch me fail. Are we gonna succeed? No. No, do not watch this as a tutorial or as any reason to think anything good's gonna come out of this. This is me, one, pretending to know how to edit videos, seeing what happens if I don't stream something, and last minute doing weird stuff and giving an explanation as to why big random contraptions are gonna start appearing on the server if I keep getting more ideas like this. Which means nothing good's gonna happen over at our town, I swear to God. Why is the water so loud? So I've learned one thing at least, is that if there's nothing above, that can turn stuff into moss. If there is stuff above, it just can't. It doesn't work like that. If that's the only thing, it'll only grow on top of that. It's not gonna actually do anything for you. So I need to find a way. Actually, I wonder if slabs work. Let me check. Let me make sure before people start yelling at me for not trying the possible obvious. Not sure if that would help with the block situation. So I could do this. No, it does not work like that. Alright. Understood. Helps to be careful. And I'm sure people are wondering, Ego, why would you go through all this effort to pretend to know what redstone is? When, oh my god, that was so loud. When you could just look up a moss farm tutorial. Where do you think I started, huh? I looked up one whole video. I looked up one video, my friend. I want to know what happened? It didn't work. None of the thing worked. There's buttons where there should have been signs. I actually don't know what those things are called. I know, I'm so bad. There were repeaters that weren't repeating. And it never did anything it was supposed. I never reconnected that. Oh my. It didn't work. And I feel like I'm just about onto something. Like, look at that. You see how that starts going and it starts breaking the moss? I feel like there has to be a way for it to not stay above ground, but still give it enough room to make moss. And then for these to for sure collect more, because these are collecting a little bit of it. But I don't know, it's not enough. It's certainly not enough for the amount it could be doing. I don't want to do this for hours, so I might actually look up a moss tutorial and think, everything they do probably works so much better and more efficiently than mine. And I'm guessing, assuming I didn't miss any steps, I should flip this. And is it gonna do things? No. There's a lot of things being moved, but none of it's the right things. I'm gonna take a guess I missed something. Not my problem. I think I know what the situation here is gonna be. I'm just gonna have to commit to doing it the old-fashioned way. Because you know what? Maybe I can just stay the person that builds stuff on the server. It seems that things, in fact, just tend to be and go a lot nicer When I just build things, and if what I gotta do to keep up, to have enough moss to build the things I want to build, is spend lots of time off stream just grinding stuff, I think I can manage. Actually, I really wonder. Do you think I can make that down there? I mean, we're at Y91, right? Oh no! Oh no! And that is why I don't do redstone. I don't do or I don't do gardening. I just don't think you can evolve and get better at things. I think building and maybe even just a little bit of fishing. I don't even know where my fishing rod is. Oh, it was the one freaking thing I didn't go to, dang it. But I think I don't even know. I don't think I had a thought. I'll stay with not thinking. That is today's lesson. You watched this and you got nothing out of it. Are you happy? Are you proud of yourself? I got nothing out of it. You get nothing out of it. I think it's a win-win to me.